We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking for and finding Arnold once again. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Mayfield trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Franks now to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Setting up play action. Franks. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Franks now. This ball complete to Rager. There's the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Cook. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Again, it's Cook. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And Sharp calls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found... He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 7-7, our score after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On first down, here's Franks. They'll dump this off to Cook. Oh, touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready.
First down throw. Here's Franks. And this is Cook with the ground. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now Franks. will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The Franks looking to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, Franks. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Franks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Frank's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Frank's 3rd down from the gun. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And again, it's Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here, back and forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Franks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's Franks now from the shotgun. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, Franks. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down, Franks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guy.
He's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got to.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready, set.
A final shot before break. Franks. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, Franks. Right back to Cook for another completion. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. DJ Chark. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Setting up play action. Franks rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Franks now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Mayfield. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. Touchdown, Rams. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Franks. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Franks now to throw on first down. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, here's Franks. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's out right at the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Mayfield with it once more. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Shark hauls it in. Touchdown, LA! DJ Chark, 34 yards. And the Rams have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Frank's throw complete to Rager. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Franks. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. This ball complete to Rager. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Franks looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Franks. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd down, Franks. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Rams up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To the air again, it's Cousins. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
To throw, Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Mayfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On play action, Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So the LA Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Rams, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.